Hi, I'm Vaishnavi. As the year have gone, we have seen different genres of filmmaking which we use effectively for education. It is quintessential approach to present specific topics through presentation. You can see their perseverance, dedication and approach for their subject. This year we are trying to do something different. This is the presentation on Newton's laws of motion. The kind of inclusiveness that we have seen among the students makes this video superb. In the limited period of time and resources, they have prepared outstanding and creative presentation. So now, without wasting a time, I'll take your leave. And yes, don't forget to put your suggestions in the comment box.
The world moves. Cars, rockets, balls, bicycles, even you. But behind every motion is a rule, a law, invisible, but always present. Today, we, a group of students, will explain why things move and how Sir Isaac Newton changed the way we understand motion.
More than 300 years ago, a brilliant scientist named Sir Isaac Newton observed the world around him and gave us the answer in the form of three simple yet powerful laws. These are not just rules written in our textbook, but they are the invisible force guiding everything, from the tiniest pebble rolling down in a hill to the launch of rocket into the space. Today, Newton's law of motion are still shaping our world in the way we often don't notice. They are behind every kick of a ball, every slide on a playground, every fall, every bounce. And who better to explore and experience this law than the student curious mind who live with this force every day.
This is inertia. An object stays where it is unless something moves it. That's Newton's first law. We can see this every day. A football doesn't move until we kick it, and once we do, it keeps going until friction or something else stops it.
From sleeping on a wet floor to rocket blasting off into the space, this law plays a role in every corner of our daily lives. The truth is, whether we see it or not, Newton's first law is always at work, and more we understand it, more we can predict, control and even create a motion in the world around us.
In second law of motion, it is important to understand. In the second law of motion, it is important to understand. The more mass something has, the harder it is to move it. Newton's second law of motion explains us that it's not just feeling, it's a physics. Force equal mass time acceleration. This is how engines are designed, how cricket bats are balanced, why rockets are massive but need enormous speed.
Now let's end the Newton's second law of motion. The bigger the mass, the more force we need. That's why trucks need a more powerful engine and why a bicycle moves easily. Now let's see the Newton's third law of motion in detail. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Rocket launches are based on this law. The engine pushes down and the rocket rises up.
In sports, physics wins races. Lighter bicycle and stronger legs have better acceleration. Newton's second law explains why one thing moves faster and another don't. It gives us a formula, short and powerful.
Why this law still matters? Newton lived 300 years ago, but his laws are behind every modern movement. Cars, airplanes, bridges, football, and even how your phone falls when you drop it. Without Newton's law, engineers could not build bridges, pilots could not fly, and we could not explain a simple act like walking.
That was a detailed explanation of Newton's three laws. Hopefully, now you have a good understanding of the importance of these laws and their practical application. Newton's law help us to understand how objects move and respond to the forces. Newton's laws are all around us in every move we make. The first law helps us to understand seat belts. The second law explains how force affects acceleration in sports we play. The third law shows how rockets soar into the space every single day.